life.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to an all new episode of No Limits to Ride Electric. And today I have the very pleasure to have Jessica with me here on the interview. Hello, Jessica. How are
Hi there.
you?
I'm good, Ella. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So tell me, who are you? And you're a one reeler, right?
I am. Yes, I've been one wheeling about 3 years. I'm a very avid snowboarder. I've been snowboarding probably 24, 25 years. And I saw somebody one wheeling 3 or 4 years ago on the trail where I live. And he was zooming by, but all I had time to ask him is that like snowboarding? And he said yes. So I got one, and I now have three. And my son is a very avid one wheeler as well. And yeah, we go to all the festivals, and we're very much in the community. It's absolutely amazing.
So why are you so deep into the community? What's so special about it?
I think the one wheel community is very special because it's still kind of new. It's only been around for less than 10 years, and it's kind of what snowboarding and other extreme sports were when they got started out. So I think the whole community, everybody's tight knit, everybody's super supportive of each other, and it's pretty much the coolest sport community I've ever been a part of.
That's awesome. Cool. What kind of festivals have you been to?
I love going to the Float Life Fest. I've been to that twice. It's a bit of a trek for me. It's kind of like across the country, but the last one I drove there. So yeah, that's like our Super Bowl for one wheelers. It's I think the greatest festival every year. And then I'm I'm actually going to be helping do a festival in Oregon called the Northwest Electric Fest in July. And my friends and I hosted our own little festival a couple years ago called Floatoberfest, and we did that at a state park in Washington, and it was a lot of fun.
I bet that sounds very cool. So whom are you doing the festival with, like this year?
Oh, this year it's gonna be with so I'm just helping with it. It's
Hmm.
Jesse and the one wheel hard as fuck guys running it. Sorry if I'm not supposed to swear. So it's the whole Oregon crew, the Eugene, Oregon crew that's running the festival. I just helped with their artwork, and I have a lot of experience planning things and doing logistics, so I offered to help them any way I could.
Okay, nice, very sweet. So when exactly it's gonna be like in July?
Oh, I think the festival is the 15th through the 17th, and that's in Oregon. It's all
Hmm.
over social media. Anyone in that area that wants to check it out, and it's really cool because it's not just for one wheelers; it's for all e-riders. So
Oh,
everybody
okay.
you see electric skateboard, everybody's welcome to participate. So I think a lot of one wheel festivals now are turning into community things for all e-riders because people are kind of deviating away from one wheels, or at least just adding more e-ride things to their hobbies.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like the same in Germany. When I first started out with a one wheel, I've been just in the one wheel community in Germany, and all of a sudden I drifted into like a all new big community with like longboarders and EOC riders, and it's so amazing because the community was growing so much. I think it was very special.
Yeah, the Portland community in Oregon is absolutely amazing. It's about 2 hours from where I live, but I go
Hmm.
down there for their group rides. They have a big one every Friday, and I mean it can get as big as to 150 people. So
Wow.
yeah, it's an amazing thing, and I drive out of state to hang out with all my friends down there because it's just such an amazing experience. It goes till 1 or 2 a.m., and it's really cool.
Oh, that sounds so awesome.
Yeah. So the biggest festival that I'm kind of looking forward to is our upcoming Drift Sisters 2022 retreat, and that's going to be in Mount Shasta, California. So it'll be our third one, and yeah, I can talk about that all day because it's something that myself and some other really special women spend like 6 months planning, and yeah, it's
Hmm.
it's what I'm extremely excited and proud of in the one wheel community.
Yes, yes, and you should be. I've seen a couple of pictures and videos on like Instagram, and I was so jealous of be like, oh my gosh, I do want to live in the States right now because I do want to be part of all this. It's so amazing. And please, 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 let's talk about it. So, tell us, what is Drift Sisters?
Okay. So Drift Sisters was started by women and it's ran completely by women. We just became an actual certified nonprofit tax exempt charity, meaning that we can have everyone in the community, if they want to donate or help us in any way, it's completely legal now. So yeah, we now have the ability for some serious fundraising and the opportunity to just create a lot of money to make more of these events happen. But
Hmm.
so this started in 2019. My friend Irie and I were one wheeling around the trails in Bend, Oregon, and actually at the Lodge Resort. It's a really cool resort, kind of all over the West Coast. And we were just talking about how cool it would be if there was a retreat or an option for women to all come together and just learn skills. And so we decided we should try to make it happen. And I contacted Rachel and Raquel, two of our top female pros. They probably don't need an introduction. Everybody knows who they are. So I reached out to them because they had given us some amazing trick clinics at Float Life Fest 3. So I asked them if they would like trusted me that I knew how to run an event and if I could fly them there and if they could host a whole bunch of women for 3 days, and they were 100% on board. So you know, I cannot thank Rachel and Raquel enough. Like they have literally been there every step of the way. We have had endless chats on social media for months, strategically planning these things. And, you know, I mean, all these women fly in across the country. That's not cheap to do. And they're definitely not flying there for me. They're flying there to learn from, I mean, the most badass women in the whole world. So
Yes.
I'm just so grateful. Drift Sisters would not happen without Rachel and Raquel. And we now have a team of 12 women. And I mean, all of them just give so much to it. If, you know, if everyone wasn't doing their very important part, it wouldn't be what it is right now.
So tell me, what's your goal with Drift Sisters?
So, Drift Sisters is we just want to expand women's events and education throughout the whole country and even, I mean, all around the world. So, it was not only do we do our once a year retreat, we've recruited ambassadors all around the country to host their own Drift Sisters events. So, we have an ambassador in North Carolina and two in Arkansas, and they have already hosted their own Drift Sister day clinics. So it's extremely exciting to see how we're slowly expanding all over the country. I know some
Hmm.
East Coast girls would really love us to offer Drift Sister retreats on that side. And I, you know, we're gonna do that someday, but we're still small, we're still growing. It's just it's amazing the support we have from the one wheel vendors and
Hmm.
just everybody. It's the coolest thing, and it's really taking off, and we're all just very excited about it.
Yes, I can totally agree. And tell me, why is it so important for you to just have a group of women doing it?
So I have been volunteering with women's organizations and nonprofits for the past decade. I ran a Girl Scout troop for 5 years when my daughter was little, and then I was an ambassador for this women's nonprofit called She Jumps, which is absolutely amazing. It's international, and they literally taught me how to host events and retreats for women's outdoor education. So I could not have even thought about trying to do this for one wheeling without um, the pro skiers at She Jumps and teaching me what they did. So yeah, that's it is my passion to do this for women, to bring them together, and I have this amazing team of girls helping me do it. So there's a very different vibe when it's all women together. There's
Hmm.
no competitive, there's no cattiness, or it's such an amazing, supportive group of women that come together. I know these retreats are very special because our first year we only had 14 women, and
Mhm.
it was actually kind of hard to get them to buy tickets because it was a big expense.
Yeah.
But Rachel Cecil would like post a video, say, "Hey girls, if you come to the retreat, I'll teach you this," and then we'd sell like a ticket or two more. But our second retreat, the word was starting to get out. We had 22 women, and this July we have 40 women coming, and
Wow.
we booked out in under a day.
Wow. Okay, that's really really awesome. Like I said, I would do it in a heartbeat if I had the chance, you know.
Mhm.
Okay, so tell me more about like what you're doing when you have the retreat, like
Yep. So we try to offer you, we want it also to be relaxing because that's what
mhm,
a retreat means. So we want to make sure all the women feel like they had an opportunity to really improve their one wheel skills.
mhm,
I bring out like trick ramps and curbs, and the pros teach the women the different techniques, so they all feel like they walked away being better riders than they were when we got there. That's our goal. But we also want them to relax and bond with each other and have a good time. So we always offer yoga. Um,
mhm.
yep. So we had Jamie, who is an amazing yoga instructor. She gave us last year. She gave us very specific yoga for one wheeling because there's certain muscles we use more than others.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we're very lucky to have a such an aggressive, advanced one wheeler actually teaching us yoga. And this year she will be one of our instructors. So we're really excited about that. Um, the first year we offered self defense. I believe it
Mhm.
was Raquel's idea because sometimes if you're just riding with a bunch of women or just riding by yourself, you can come into a scary situation on a trail or in a city where someone's trying to mess with you. So we
Yeah.
did self defense. We had a professional guy come in and teach us about that, which was really fun. Um, Last year we did a river float all around Bend. So we got rafts, and there was some drinks involved, but yeah, we floated all around the town. And this coming year, we're going to have one of our drift sisters, Heather. She's also one of our ambassadors. She's going to be teaching trail first aid for 2 days. So all the women are going
Oh.
to walk away with some first aid skills.
That is so important. Like whenever I go on a group ride, we actually were like, okay, we need a first aid kit because you never know what's gonna happen. Plus, we were also thinking about, okay, when was our first aid like training, like the last one? When are we actually able to help each other when something happens? So I think it's so smart to do that. Very,
Mhm.
very smart. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. I'm fascinated, like that you're even go beyond like just the one wheeling. You also do like the yoga because I totally agree. You use muscles you would never use in any other sport, or it's just you don't need it in your everyday business. So that is so cool. Awesome.
Yeah, we have a group of such talented women.
Hmm.
Taylor, she is our marketing director. She actually works in marketing for her business in the extreme sports industry. So, like these fancy event flyers we have and all of our branding, she's responsible for that. We have Sarah Lynch from Flux Skins. She created our logo and she does a lot of stuff for us as well. She's our web designer. We have Rachel Cecil, who is our sponsorship director. She's the one she's bringing in all the other one wheel vendors to help support us. So yeah, we have Tamara, who is she's our treasurer, and she has an accounting degree, so she's really good with the finance stuff. And then we have Lauren White, who is very big in the women's like social media one wheel community, and she's making all of our social media posts. So yeah, there's kind of a core team of 6 of us that are just doing a lot of work in the background trying to grow the community. And then we have our 6 new ambassadors all around the country that are starting to plan their own events. So we hope to take on more ambassadors and offer Drift Sister events like everywhere.
Hmm. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that you have like sort of professionals in each step you need. to make it all big. Cool. So now we can see drift sisterhood. So what's the difference between drift sisters and drift sisterhood?
I'm glad you asked that because I think it confuses a lot of people in the community. So Drift Sisterhood is a separate clothing line I started. I
Hmm.
went to fashion school 20 years ago to start a girls' snowboard clothing line, and it never happened. There's a lot of competition out there. So when I came into the one wheel community, I saw that there wasn't anyone making specific one wheel fashion and clothing for women. So I kind of jumped on the opportunity, and I've been doing Drift Sisterhood since 2020. I take a portion of all sales and donate it back to the nonprofit. So I've been able to raise over $1,100 to the nonprofit just by selling the clothing, and it's really fun. The Gromsen, what's pulled up now, that was art I commissioned from a really well-known one wheel artist called One Jeff. He made these for us, for the kiddos, because I think that kids need more fashion as well. And actually, the shirt has a very good story to it. There's a reason that that girl has hot pink hair. A story from Rachel Cecil really inspired me. At one of our retreats, she explained to all the women that she used to be a very avid motocross racer when she was very tiny, and she was the only girl, and her dad intentionally would dye her ponytail hot pink so all the boys knew they'd lost to a girl. So I love that story so much. I turned it into a t-shirt for little girls.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really great. So tell me, are kids part of your drift sister retreats as well, or is it just for women?
They're not yet, but actually, Rachel and I were talking about offering a Grom camp through Drift Sisters. So it is in the works. We plan to offer a kind of a summer camp style event for kiddos to learn, and yeah, to get to improve their skills as well.
Nice,
It'll
very.
probably be less happy hours, but it's gonna be a good time.
Yes, yes, I can imagine. So tell me, is it in the States that the women's community with like one wheeling is huge, or is it like hard to get one wheel girls together? Tell me about it.
I think it depends on the where you're at in the country.
Hmm.
California has a huge gathering of female one-wheelers. The Pacific Northwest does as well. I think I think a lot of us in the northern states kind of have to put our one wheels away a couple months out of the year, and that's where we do our snowboarding and our snow sports. But all the people that live in the southern states, I'm kind of jealous. They one wheel year round, and I think their communities are much bigger because it is always nice out. But yeah, there's I think the bigger cities have much bigger communities, and yeah, I'd say half of our girls are from California, and then we have a lot from the Southeast. Um,
Hmm.
there's a little bit less of us from the northern states, but yeah, it's really great just to come together, and we all look forward to this, and we have the same women that return each year to the retreat. And actually, we've had like 3 women that have come, and they literally booked their tickets within like a minute of us putting them on sale. So I know they're our diehard Drift sisters.
Yes,
I
Nelson.
just I just want to make a big question. I think the question is going to be for made for Hella and lots of ladies here in Europe. Is the plan for the future to expand to Europe? Maybe the ladies,
I
because I
I
think
think
the
that's a
ladies here.
great Yeah, I
Because,
think that's a great idea. We haven't had anyone approach us yet from out of the states and ask to be part of our
oh, there is
nonprofit.
lots of ladies. Yeah, would
Yeah,
love to join you, ladies.
I
You
would love
cannot
that.
believe it. She's one of them. She's
Oh,
one of them. She's
yeah,
a lover of a one wheel, and I know a lot of one wheelers who'd love to join this magic of what you have there. I
Yes.
think is amazing. That's why.
awesome. Yeah, no, I love that idea, and we have a whole board of directors. We meet once a month to discuss big things and new changes. I'm quite positive all of them would love the idea for this to be offered internationally as well.
Yes, I can just agree with like Nelson. It would be like an awesome thing to have it here in Europe too. Like traveling to the US. I mean, I love the US. Not kidding. I try to travel there a lot, but it's like so much to do. You know, you only have that much time to spend somewhere else, and it's so much easier to travel around within Europe. And yeah, the only big question here is, well, in Germany, one wheeling is illegal, so you need like a closed area where you're really on a private ground, and there you can do it. But sometimes it's you need that one person who makes the jump start, sort of. You know what I mean? So it would be so awesome. I mean, if it would start out, there would be a lot of women joining. I think it would happen, yeah. But we need like someone to give us like the instructions and be like, okay, let's do this.
I would be happy to help you set that up. And actually, I I really want to come to Germany. Most of my family still lives there, and it's my dream to one wheel and snowboard in Germany. So yeah, all my family lives in the town called Ebhazen. I'm sorry if I destroyed that name, but yeah, like there's a whole furniture factory with my last name, and my whole family is there making furniture, and I really need to get there to see them. So if
Yes.
I come to
we
Germany, I will definitely look you up.
we will take care of you. Don't worry.
Okay.
I just want to make you another question from my side. Your clothing, you just sell in USA, or everybody in around the world can buy it?
Yes, I have already shipped it to France, and actually, I'm working with somebody. I'm speaking with somebody in Germany right now. I'm happy to ship anywhere around the world. If they just simply reach out and message me, I can get postage rates for them and just do it that way, kind of out of the normal website ordering. So yeah, I'm honored and happy to ship my stuff anywhere because I think it's really cool to be
Yes,
representing other
that's
countries.
we are
Just
seeing
a
here.
little suggestion: if you ever sell it to like Germany or in general Europe, mark it as a gift,
Okay.
because it's easier for us if
You're
for
not going to pay
customs.
taxes.
Yeah, we don't have to pay customs that way,
Yes,
Okay.
more or less.
and they are very expensive. Sometimes it's like you're going to pay it two times,
All right. Well, that's good to know.
and everybody's going to be happy, very happy.
Yes. Yes.
So first of all, I just want to say from my side, ladies, what you are doing is without no words. You are amazing. I hope that the guys start to have follow your ideas and start to do stuff like you do. And no profit is not easy. Me and Ella, we are doing something together. We are trying to create something that is not no profit to help the communities, and I think what you are doing and the girls is amazing. I think that is going to be so big in some years and giving so much support to the ladies. And I hope in the future you can work with Europe. It's going to be fantastic to see the two sides of the world working together and put these ladies on the top of the world, because you deserve it. I think you're doing an amazing job, and fantastic riders, the ladies, all of them. They ride very good.
Yeah.
We will see in the future. They're going to come. They're going to fight against the boys, and they're going to win it. We are seeing slowly, slowly, slowly. They don't have no afraid to ride against the boys.
Yeah, we're just very lucky. We have the top female riders in the world as part of our organization, giving this personal instruction to other women. So, I mean, it absolutely makes it worth the trip and the money to come across the country and just spend 3 days with these amazing women.
Yes, yes, I can see that. I know that like a lot of guys try to teach me a couple things, and I'm very, very grateful for all those support that they gave me. But I can only imagine that it's so much different when you learn from another woman.
It is.
So,
It's the same thing with all extreme sports. Whether you're trying
mhm.
to learn how to snowboard or skateboard or anything, it's a very different environment and experience when it's all women led, and that's what I love about my time with She Jumps. I was able to bring split board clinics and surfing clinics to the West Coast with She Jumps. And then, I just jumped on it with the whole one wheeling thing. So it is very different. And I know that's why the women keep coming back, because
Yes.
there's some amazing men in the community. And when I first started one wheeling, I rode with some really great riders, and they got me up to speed, and I was riding trails, and I learned very fast just trying to keep up with some, all the guys. But it is very different just being all ladies, and we have a really good time.
And
Yes, yes.
and the important thing, how do you teach I see most of the videos from you ladies. How do you teach the new girls how to make the new tricks? How do you make everything together? Is amazing. And I think Hella will be a fantastic person to do this here in Europe together with you girls. I think we need more ladies. I'm the first one who support to have more ladies in this sport. Is the same if it's one wheel or a skates. The important thing in the PVs, we need more ladies. I think they bring this happiness to the everything, and I think we have to be very proud to have you ladies.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes. So will you be at the Float Life Fest this year?
Will I, or will you be?
You.
Oh, okay. Yes, I will. I was hoping you would be as well.
I'm
Yes.
trying. I'm trying
So-
to come there.
We are trying.
Okay, good. So Justin, who runs Float Life Fest, is extremely supportive of us Drift Sisters. He actually let us have a booth last year, and we were able to host our women's events from that booth. So we had our own little presence at Float Life Fest 4, and we will have it again at Float Life Fest 5. I hosted a Grom ride at Float Life Fest 4 for all the parents and the little ones, which was really fun. We're going to do that again. And I think Rachel and I are talking about hosting a Grom clinic at Float Life Fest as well. So literally they get all of our pro coaches that we have at a Drift Sisters retreat. The little ones get their talents and time at a certain time at Float Life Fest to improve their skills as well. So that's in the works as well.
Awesome. So I'm really trying to get there. I already told my boss at that time I won't be here. I'm gonna be in the States, but it's like a little complicated with the States and Corona and shit stuff like that. So last year when I tried to get there, it didn't happen. But I really, really hope this year it's gonna work out, and I'm saving up already. So
Well,
I
if
would
you
love
can
to.
come, you'll have to ride with us and all our Drift Sister events.
Yes, yes, and I'm looking forward to get more inside and to learn more tricks and stuff. Like I'm really scared about that. Like I'm when I ever try something new, I'm like, I'm super scared. I don't know if I should do that. And well, but
So
like
that
I said,
picture right there on the screen, that it was just on our, that one right there of me. That's a very good picture just to symbolize like getting out of your comfort zone, because
mhm.
that's my favorite photo of me one wheeling. I don't ride and I don't do super cool stuff like a lot of my teammates, but I love that photo because we were in the back of this very extreme mountain bike park right before our retreat started last year. And I was with Rachel and Raquel, and they were about to send it down this huge slalom course. And I never would have done that if I wasn't trying to just be cool like them. So the only reason I went down this huge, scary berm is because I had to follow them because they were doing it. And that I love that picture because it reminds me of something that they motivated me to do, which I would not have done if I wasn't there with them.
Right. And I can feel that it would be like the same for me. Right now, I'm riding my comfort zone pretty much. I know I got pushed by the guys, like you said, I tried to keep up, but it's still different. So I kind of want to be cool as you guys, and I want to learn as much as you do. So you're very, very inspirational. Like seriously, it means a lot that I can, even if it's like across the ocean, but I can look somewhere and be like, okay, there are so many amazing women just doing it, not being scared, or at least you don't show it on the videos. Plus, it's like here in Germany, I feel like sometimes as the only woman riding a one wheel, and that's kind of, yeah, it's like a bum, like it's so frustrating sometimes. And then I see all the other women
We love you
in the state.
all, Ella. You're going to have a big team in the future. We have to
Yeah,
understand.
hopefully.
I know that you love the one wheel. I just want to make some question because I don't want to see the Ella sad. She loves this sport and it's difficult for her. I understand. Yes, I understand her. But we live in on countries we are not free to ride, and most of the ladies maybe they don't want to show themselves because they don't want to have problems with police and something like that. So I just want to go to the positive things.
Yeah.
We're going to try to do the best for Hella, but how is that with sponsors for this year? Are you
Yeah.
looking for more sponsors? What you need? Tell us.
Oh my gosh, every year we take on more and more sponsors. We have our primary sponsors who have been there supporting us since day one. We have the Float Life, Craft and Ride, Armadillos, Flight Fins, and Flux Skins. We have our core sponsors that we know will always send us amazing stuff to raffle off at our events. And then we've taken on some new sponsors as well. So we're going to update our website with everybody who's contributing for 2022.
But you
We're
want more?
absolutely we're
You are
always,
open for more or not?
yes, we would love to
That's
have
the
more.
message you have to send here. We are open to receive more and more.
Yes, and whether or not people want to donate their merchandise or money, if you go to driftsisters.org, there's a place to donate. And now that we are actually 501c certified, your donation will be a tax write-off, and we send out a form for that. So anyone donating now can get that back when they do their taxes, at least in the States. I'm not sure about Europe.
So I'm just going to put a question. Where is the best place for them to contact you? Everyone.
Yeah. So driftsisters.org is our main website.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a oh, that's
Yes.
not the one. Sorry, you have I know there's a lot of different sites. Yep.
Yeah.
So that right there, if they want to contact us, they use right there. And that's also, there's a donate page right there. You can donate, or you can contact us directly if you would like to send us any type of your merchandise or anything like that. We had somebody send us a feel wheel. So literally, like, we now have a really cool one wheel training device to help the ladies at the retreat and get even better. So we're taking all kinds of donations. It does not have to be cash. It could be if somebody created something cool for the one wheel community. We'd love to have one at our event. We have so many cool vendors out there making like just all these extra accessories for a one wheel. I think I've bought almost one of everything. So yeah, if you would like to get involved and you aren't already, we would love to have your support.
I will try to buy one for me. It's going to be very short.
Yes,
But
that is our store on driftsisters.org, and they also come in unisex sizes. Don't worry.
if
So
I come this year to the Flute Life, I'm going to bring this one.
okay, I look
No.
forward to that.
So I just like to for everybody's out there, I'm going to leave all the links here directly in a video for everybody to know. It's going to be all the links from Instagram, from the website in work, or the website official, or from Jessica. I'm going to leave his Instagram, Facebook, and the YouTube channel. Everybody can contact them. I think they need a lot of support, and maybe we're going to see that in the future, maybe in Europe.
Yeah.
I,
Hopefully.
I,
Ella, we'll talk offline about that. I think it would be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to make you a question. Do you think? Do you imagine that that was going to be so big like is today?
I absolutely hoped it would be, but I think it's growing faster than I thought it would. myself and all the other women on our team, when we realized that we booked out the clinic with 40 spots in less than 8 hours, we were just so extremely overwhelmed
Wow.
because just a year and a half earlier, we were like trying to sell 12 tickets, and that was hard. So for it to get so popular so fast, and we literally had like a hacker trying to sell fake tickets. Like I
Ooh.
didn't like we knew we'd made it when we had someone trying to sell fake Drift Sister retreat tickets.
Yes, yes, totally agree.
But that is amazing. In 8 hours, you sold everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we now have 4 or 5 women on the wait list in case the spot opens up. So yeah, I know there's a definite need to offer this style of retreat in more places than just the West Coast.
Mhm.
It's just it's the logistics and getting our coaches to another location and having them to have the time to do more than one of these a year. But I know we are trying.
You're
Yeah,
not
and it's a
trying. Well,
beautiful proof for your good job you're doing. I mean, it wouldn't sell out that fast if you would do a crappy job. So it's very proof for your hard work and that it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
we
thank
need you. We need you. Believe it or not, when I see this picture, when I see this picture, it's something I was never imagined to see. So many ladies together in a one wheel, showing so happiness and enjoying the freedom with just that is we need this here too in Europe. We have to start it. We have to you have to work with the ladies here, and I think you're going to do the all of you together. You're going to make a fantastic job for the Euro. We need something. We have to open the minds from these people here in Europe and show it that this sport is not for men. This sport is for everyone, and this is fantastic. It's just without no words. And when you tell me you sell 40 tickets in less than 8 hours, that is amazing. That is just amazing. You are doing everything perfect. I hope that you achieve in maybe 2 or 3 years, we're going to see 400 or 500 ladies.
Oh
That's
my gosh, I think we're gonna cap it out. We want these retreats to always be still an intimate setting and a tight knit group of women. So I know our goal is to still offer the small group of women at each retreat. We just need to offer more retreats so girls can
Mhm,
come every year and not have to fight over a spot that might sell out the first day.
mhm.
I'm going to make a
Right.
question. I don't want to make you in problems, but I look to the sponsors, and I was very sad to see that the future emotion was not there.
Well, I know Rachel, being our sponsorship director, she did reach out to Future Motion about being a sponsor this year, and I'm not quite sure if they're on board yet. We still have quite a few months for our retreat, but we would very much like Future Motion to be involved, especially now that we're a certified nonprofit and they can write off any donations to us. So that's definitely something we're working on, and I know Rachel has the really great connections there to try to make that happen.
That is very sad if
Yeah.
that don't happen in the last 2 years. Don't happen. That is very sad. Sorry. And I love future emotion, but they have to support you, ladies, more. More.
Yeah, I know
This they have to
they
be the first ones.
yep, they donate a lot of really cool stuff to the festivals that I go to, and I would love for them to get on board with Drift Sisters as well.
I mean, you're pushing it like the one wheeling and everything into the women's community. So I think it's like overdue to support you guys. So
Yeah. Now that we literally just received our official 501c tax exempt like a week or two ago. So now
Mhm.
that we have that, we can really start aggressively asking for people to assist us and donate to our nonprofit. We had to get all that paperwork in order before we could truly start fundraising
Mhm.
the way we will be in the next few months.
Yeah, perfect. So now tell me a little bit about you again. What was your best moment on the one wheel so far?
Oh my gosh. There's been so many.
Sorry, I'm laughing here in the back. This is very good.
um I don't know. I've had so many different experiences on a one wheel. I used to ride with a battery pack that my friend June Kim made, and like he was known as the famous one wheeler that was the distance rider, and I was lucky enough to be in his little crew. So one day I rode 60 miles straight with June, and it was really hard to do. My legs were killing me. I know there's some women out there that have ridden 100 miles straight, and I hope to hit that goal as well. But I was just very excited to hit my 60 miles. And then pretty much every single moment at the Drift Sisters retreats are my best one wheeling days, because I'm also pushing myself to be better rider, and I get the same guidance and lessons that the other girls get to try the curb nudges and the do the rainbow rail. That was a really good moment for me to finally land the rainbow rail. I know there's a couple of pictures of that. That's something I own, and I have it here at my house. And my son does it. My 8-year-old's good at it, but I'm very nervous to do it without all the women around. So I had this thing set up in my yard, and I refused to do it until I brought it to a Drift Sisters retreat. And I had all the women, encouraging me, and so we all kind of learned it together, even though I had it months before.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Very impressive. Cool.
Yeah.
So, what do you like about one wheeling so much?
To me, it is so much like snowboarding, and it's
Hmm.
just the ultimate whatever's going on in your life, no matter how much stress you have, or all the terrible things happening, one wheeling is, it's your salvation. It's where you just unplug from the world and you just go anywhere you want. What makes one wheeling so cool is you don't have to pack your car and drive up to a resort and buy a lift ticket and deal with a bunch of crowds. You can literally snowboard anywhere. And I live out in the woods of Washington, where there's a ton of trails, and I'm lucky. I can ride anywhere at any time. Here in Washington State, they are very pro one wheel, meaning we have literally like an RCW statute with a law stating that one wheels are okay to ride where non-motorized vehicle or motorized vehicles cannot ride. So I laminated the card, and anytime I'd be stopped by security on a trail, I'd remind them of the Washington law. So we're very lucky here in Washington. I don't know if somebody in Congress has a one wheel or how that went down, but we have the ability to ride a lot of places that other states and obviously other countries cannot. So yeah, the Northwest is very e-friendly, and we're lucky for that.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
What is your biggest goal in your future? What you want to do with the one wheel?
oh, my goal would be to have at least 3 huge Drift Sisters retreats running. One on the West Coast, one in the Midwest, one on the East Coast every year. And my goal would be to have like 20 to 30 or more ambassadors with Drift Sisters hosting their own ladies events in all over the world. So that's my goal, I guess.
It's an ambitious goal, but very beautiful, and I think you're gonna do it at some point.
Well, we have the absolute dream team of women, and I could not have done any of this without them. So, we talk almost daily, and they are so
Mhm.
dedicated. And yeah, it's such a cool community to be a part of. And I'm really honored that I got to help start the specific women's community portion of it. It's very exciting.
Absolutely, and I think you can absolutely be proud of yourself and the entire Dress Sister community. It's cool.
Yeah.
So, pretty much the last question: what is it that you really want to bring out there into the world? What is it? What you want to say to us?
Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to be specifically for the ladies. So, yeah, regardless of like what country you live in or anything, if one wheeling or e-riding or anything is important to you, just don't give up. There is a way to build that sisterhood there and create that bond. And us here in the States through Drift Sisters, we're happy to help with that. Yeah, just it's so important to find other women to bond with within this sport, and it just creates an entirely different day of riding if you're with girls. So just, yeah, don't give up. Use social media. You can find the other women in your area that one wheel, and yeah, just come together and support each other, and share your love for this really cool sport.
I couldn't have said it any better. Beautiful words. Yes, I agree. Thank you so, so much. It's been a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you guys.
I just want to show you, and don't mess with Jessica, because Jessica, she's very good. Huh? It's easy, huh?
I'm I'm a chainsaw carver, so I'm incredibly strong for a girl, I'd say. So I throw axes as well. There's not much that's very feminine about me.
That's not the no. For me, I think different. I think we have, all of us, the possibility to do everything. Sometimes we think I don't achieve that. Everybody achieved everything. You just have to work for it.
Mhm.
That's what I think. And that's maybe the wrong way that our fathers and our mamas teach us before, that you cannot do this. You can do everything.
One thing
Beyond.
one thing that Rachel Cecil said recently, which I thought was really amazing, and it kind of touches on this topic, is what her driving goal is for this is she doesn't want it to take 20 years for women to get on the equal platform of men. She saw that within her motocross, in the skateboard community. There's so many extreme sports that it took women so long to get up to the level of men, even like with their skill. So, Rachel expressed that her driving factor, and I literally call her like my drift or die, because like she is my partner in crime, just killing this, working so hard to get the word out. Her driving goal, and I think it's also mine, is just we want women to be equal as soon as possible in one wheeling. We want there to be women specific races at all the races. We just want that to happen. So what better person to really drive that goal home than Diesel Cecil.
Yes.
You said it, everything. Beautiful ladies. I'm very proud to have most of them here in a live stream in the last year. Some of them was interviewed by Ella. Some of them was interviewed by me. They are fantastic ladies, and they put this sport on the top. Maybe the courage from them sometimes is bigger than the men, and they don't have no problems to come here and show it. How can they good ride, and is the skills from them, and it's impressive. They are better than me. For sure.
Yes, there is so many phenomenally talented women that I get to call my good friends and I get to ride with, and I don't think I'll ever be at their skill level. But I mean, I just tell them I just plan the things and I make the stuff, and that's my skill set. So I will learn from them, but I don't think they ever have to worry about me being a threat to their competitiveness. I just like
Jessica,
to make the stuff.
Jessica, I love to go with Ella riding, and Ella rides better than me. And for me, the important thing is we all of us come together and have a good time. And
Mhm.
if she hurts herself, it's going to hurt me. If I hurt myself, I know that she's going to feel like not directly the pain, but it's going to be the same. You see the contact with the person. That is the important thing. Is for us to be all together, have fun, and enjoy life. We never know what is going to happen tomorrow. Just enjoy it this moment, like this moment now. I hope that you have amazing event. You deserve it. I hope that you can contract with Hella and do something together. We need you here in Europe. I think the ladies need you, the ideas from you in Europe, and do something for all of us here in Europe. And for my side, I just tell you thank you so much for coming. I hope that you have lots of success in your life, because you deserve it. All the ladies deserve it, and I hope in 2-3 years, maybe Helen with me come here, and I interview maybe the two of you, and you say now we are doing something Europe with USA when we have more than 400 ladies riding, and we don't know what we have to do. We have to contact like the Apple to do everything for us. We never know. But
That
thank you
would
so much.
that would be amazing. Thank you guys. Thanks for letting me talk about what we're doing here in the States.
No, it's a pleasure from outside to have you
Yes.
here. You are amazing. That's the important thing. I tried to bring Rachel here, but I think she was with the accident to she tells me about 3 or 4 months. She was with the operation or something like that. Not Rachel, Raquel.
Raquel, yes, yes, she is recovering. She will not be one of our coaches this summer, but she is going to be coming back for coaching in future retreats. So yes, we definitely still have Raquel, and we're very lucky to have her still partaking.
I think you have a perfect team of girls. Enjoy it from my side. Thank you so much for coming. I hope that you share lots of pictures and videos from the next event. We're going to love all of us seeing beautiful ladies riding the one wheel. Two things that we love: one wheel and ladies.
There you go.
It's like, and Ella, please. We are
Yeah,
finished.
yeah.
All
It's
right,
been my
guys. Well, thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Germany will be the first place I come when I come to Europe, and I will look because I need to one wheel with you guys, and I need to meet the family.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, please.
So for everybody's out there, thank you so much. Don't forget, tomorrow is German interview. Is for be legal here in Germany. If you have the time, come here, and don't forget that is everything in German. You can have the subtitle in English. Maybe you're going to be informed that in Germany is illegal to ride, and that is very sad. Then, like always, Tuesdays and Sundays we have more live interview with riders from around the world. Just come here and have a nice time. For you, Jessica, I hope the best for you, and thank you so much for taking your private time to come here and share a little what you are doing for the community of these beautiful ladies.
Thank
And
you.
have
Yeah,
a good time.
it's great to meet you guys, and we'll have some really great pictures for you this summer.
Okay,
Perfect.
then we